Pàipear's a monthly newspaper. It comes out once a month at the beginning of each month, and it has a variety of different material in it. Because it's a monthly newspaper, we generally don't have a lot of current news as such. We might have one or two items that are, relevant to that have maybe happened in the last few days or something like that. But in general, we tend to focus more on contributions that come from our readers and feature articles, really. So that's the kind of item that we generally publish. The business on the business side of Pàipear, it is self-financing. There's always been a misconception, I think, that it gets a lot of grants and things like that in order for it to survive, but it doesn't at all. It survives on its own. It pays my wages, and it pays the wages of a couple of other part-time staff as well, and that's done purely by the advertising revenue that the paper itself generates. And we've got a really loyal advertising base as well within the local community. Most of the businesses do use us, and in a sense it's actually another valuable instrument for the community in that way, because it almost acts like a local telephone directory. So if anyone's looking for anything, they can find most businesses, local businesses, in Pàipear. Recently Pàipear has been considering other ways to diversify what it does. Obviously, the fact that we're a monthly newspaper does have its limitations. As I was saying earlier, we have to consider the way that we put news forward. So in general, it is feature articles. So we've kind of realised now that in the days of internet and broadband access and so on, that there's an opportunity there for Pàipear to use the web as another tool to be able to get maybe more news out into the community faster. So we've developed a website now, and on the website we use it as a kind of daily news service. So we can get the Pàipear itself obviously gets press releases coming from a variety of different agencies on a daily basis. A lot of those press releases are relevant to the islands, but it's not necessarily we don't necessarily always publish all of them in the paper, because they might be 2 or 3 weeks old. But what the website allows us to do is put those press releases up on a daily basis, so the community is informed immediately if there's any news that's relevant to the islands that's coming from any of the public agencies or further afield. Another thing that Pàipear has been doing recently is supporting the local arts and culture sector. We've established our own art gallery now as well. So we have out in our corridor out here, we've got an art gallery which showcases the work of local artists, emerging artists, or established artists, and we've had fantastic support from within the artistic community, and great support from visitors coming in to look at the artwork as well. So that's another project that we've taken on board. So a little bit of diversification, but it's mainly, it's not really something that we're doing to generate any additional income as such. It's really just to give the community something else,